What's good? It's the God, Furious Styles, and I'm here with pop out artists. Let's get into it, family. 1, 2. Niggas fighting for the king of the city. I want more for you. Thinking bigger than you now will open up doors for you. I wanna be better than good. I'm thinking great. Prospering and thriving sound better than shit is straight. You know, growing up, I'm from Connecticut and shit, so it's real, like, I don't want to say competitive, but it's always just that, you know, crabs in the barrel mentality that people have and shit. So, you know, you always hear people talking about they the king of this, the king of that, king of this city and shit like that. So it was just like, I always modeled myself after being like a god. Like my favorite rappers was like Jadakiss and Ghostface and all of these cats who talk about being a god MC. So that's just always how I came up. So I, you know, it's that Watch the Throne shit, like what's the king to a god type shit. So I just started it off talking shit, feel me? Legend on your block cause you never left it. You got the same opportunities but slacking, you can't accept it. Always looking for somebody to save you. Don't you know them handouts give them license to slave you? You know, I always had a fear of being like a shoulda, coulda, woulda type of dude and shit. So, you know, we grow up hearing about dudes that, you know, coulda been this and coulda went here and did this and that. And, you know, that shit was one of them things growing up that kind of like haunted me. Like just growing up, I used to always just be like, yo, I don't want to like be telling stories about like what I coulda did and all of that and shit. So that's what that first line basically was. We all had the same opportunities. We all was hustling the same. I'm just talking on a local music level, like, you know, niggas that I've, you know, been on the grind with growing up and shit. I mean, some people stopped doing it for whatever reason. Some people just fell off. Some people still doing it, but they just, you know, doing like not them type shit. Like your favorite rapper is who they trying to be type shit. You make a buck, they bust it down, the pennies they pay you. Then run around and tell these looky-loos that they made you. Them so-so bars ain't getting you to Jermaine. Making memes ain't making us remember your name. Them so-so bars ain't getting you to Jermaine was just a play off of, you know, Jermaine Dupri and So-So Def. But basically just saying like them so-so bars that niggas is spitting ain't gonna get them, you know, in front of the people that they looking to be in front of. The making memes ain't making us remember your name is just from like, you know, we from that Twitter era and shit. So it's like, I just be thinking about people that they'll make a meme and shit, but then like put their name in the corner and shit. But I feel like people started doing that so people could remember their name. But that's just more so of growing up in the beginning of like Twitter and all of that shit, and memes and all of that shit. Like we don't really remember a lot of them niggas' names and shit. Went from lyrically elite to a sheep. On the clock, TikTok and doing Tabo the beats. Do whatever to go viral, can you please take a seat? Grab a pad and a pen, cause real talk, dog, the bar's getting weak. On the clock, TikTok and doing Tabo the beats is basically just, I was speaking earlier about not wanting to like compromise myself in order to think outside the box or put myself in front of, you know, people. And I always just felt like, as far as TikTok goes, like I done seen like people that that's not what they do, bro. They don't be doing the dancing and the choreography and shit, but just trying to chase that TikTok going viral shit, man. People be doing some wild shit, bro. Let's just get back to the bars and shit. Like we could do all that other shit, it's cool, but you know, just let me hear some bars, bro. I want to speak on that. It's a couple of y'all that be trying to play Connecticut a lot. Like, put some respect on this, bro. Respect our pizza, my nigga. How we grow up on the locks, but you rap like the Migos. How a couple likes and retweets give you niggas an ego. Make precautionary moves when taking care of your people, cause the leeches stick around long enough just to bleed you. Like, we from the East Coast, bro. We from up north. We don't have, like, no southern accents. We don't, so it's just like, we grew up listening to niggas like the Locks and shit, but when you listen to niggas from up here rap and shit, or they songs and shit, you think you listening to some niggas from Atlanta and shit. It's like, I understand being influenced by people and, you know, we all take pieces from everywhere and shit, but I just feel like at a certain age, you just gotta age out of being like influenced by niggas to the point where you changing your whole identity to be like them. Looked in the mirror at my lowest, still seeing what I'm worth. Give me a piece of heaven now without leaving the earth. They put you niggas in the box without getting you murked. I want this shit you can't imagine, I see that it hurts. This all you'll ever have, the city is yours. Yeah, pop out, it's me. The name of the song is The City Is Yours, and I named it that because I actually sampled Nas's The World Is Yours. If this song was a person, and then went into a bar, what kind of drink would it get? Some straightforward shit, like this is just like Henny straight, not on the rocks, in a dirty glass, for me. A reason somebody would skip this song, like if they're a hater, nah, but honestly, if they, if you're just not into, rapidy rap shit, but I mean, you missing it, because this song in particular, what I performed is actually the second half of the song, like, there's a beat switch in there, so that's the second part, so I mean, you just fucked yourself out of hearing that, bro, that transition, that's crazy. What color best represents this song? Yeah, it's like an aqua blue, because it's wavy. I don't care if you've been to Connecticut or went to school and got a song called Get By and shit. Shout out to Talib Kweli. Like, we not here to play them kind of games, feel me? But yeah, man, just know, like, we rap for real in Connecticut, man. It's love out here. Rap like the me, rap like the me.